or certain dynamics in your relationships can cause you stress. Like, let me say, when your partner frequently criticizes you, you disregard your feelings. You feel like, I can't do without this person. I have to, bend to his rules. I have to bend to her rules. I can't let this person go because this person is the only one that understands me. Hey, my loves, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Naomi Ofoidu. If you're new to my channel, you are highly welcome. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to stop letting other people's opinion get into your head, and you need to start treating yourself better. Do not tell me that you're ruled over what people say online, or your life is literally in control of what you're seeing online. And that's why you make it difficult for yourself to actually get anything done. You make it difficult for yourself to see your potentials. You make it difficult for yourself to actually know what you're doing. So it's crazy. And I need you to understand that it's not someone's part. It's not the same with yours. Like, the same growth with what someone's going to have. Someone can literally do something right now and the person will make it in life instantly at the age of 26. You just have a different path. You need to understand that your path is different. It might take you years, it might take you months, it might take you decades. But guess what? Whatever work you're putting right now, whatever thing you're doing, isn't compared to what your own destiny is. So you need to leave whatever someone is saying, like you're not good enough, you're not this, you're not that, you do not have potentials. No one has ever done that. So why are you doing it? Make sure you make a difference, because you let a lot of people get into your head without actually seeing what your star is really about. So guys, if you know you're one of these people, I have so much to say. If you know you're one of these people, please watch this video to the end. In this video and in this platform, what I do is self-elevate you, self-improvement, self-growth. And if you know that is the aspect of your life that you literally need to work on, anyways, subscribe to my channel. Let's get your life all together as it should be and as you're meant to get to your higher self. So I just want to talk about how it is that a lot of people in the world, a lot of young people, a lot of, not just only like young people, but a lot of people in the world find it hard to actually do things themselves and find it hard to actually hear what their inner voice is telling them, but rather they let other people's opinion, other people's thoughts, get involved in their life, like literally control their life. And it's so funny because if you give people the power to actually have opinion to control your life, I'm telling you, you are going to fail in life. Like, there is nothing as success. There is nothing as, you are literally going to let other people control you. The first step I'm going to just talk about is, and this one is very, very common. The first one I'm going to talk about is recognizing your triggers. And when I'm talking about recognizing your triggers, I'm talking about identifying situations or people that actually tend to ruin your mental peace. You need to understand awareness is the first thing to change and having that success in your life. If you're not self-aware of the people around you, if you're not self-aware of what exactly is affecting your mental space, you're literally going to you're literally not going to have control of your life. So anyways, what I'm talking about, recognizing what actually triggers you, I'm talking about the social media. Now, a lot of people tend to dwell so much on social media, seeing a lot of people on YouTube being happy, couples being happy. So spending so much time on social media would literally, you start feeling anxious because you're seeing someone buying a Bentley, someone buying a BMW, a 21-year-old girl buying a BMW, and then look at you, you've not even even written WAEC, or you've not even written JAM, or you've never gotten into a university. And it's crazy because that swallows your confidence. That swallows your future, like that swallows your plan as a person, because now you're comparing yourself to that other person. You do not even know what that person is going through. All you're just saying is what they are literally showing you, right? So what they are literally showing you. And then, for instance, constantly you start comparing yourself with that person, and then that leads to, like, you start having a self negative perception. Now, when I'm talking about another point is like, okay, imagine your workplace, right? And pay attention to how you feel at work. Are there specific tasks or people that actually make you feel low of yourself? I'm talking about, working with bosses that literally criticizes you regardless of how much you put in work. I'm talking about colleagues that always want to feel like, they're perfect, they're above you. A colleague that belittles you. And then when that thing happens, you just go into this shadow. You don't even go into your fullest self at work. You're just in the corner because you feel like that's like the safest place for you to be. Like, you do not let people control you that way. And I have so many examples. Okay, look at this now. Or in your family gathering, you need to understand that when you're gathered with family, and I feel like family also, families, relatives, they're always gonna say things about you. They're always gonna say things about you, and you need to build a wall that you're going to withstand so many bad comments from your aunties. And certain relatives can, bring up past conflicts, talk about things that has, like, triggered you to being very negative minded, and then next thing you're seeing yourself swallow into that, and you start seeing a lot of relative always say, oh my dear, you've gotten fat, when are you going to marry, when are you going to do that, all those sorts of things. Like, it's going to affect that if you're letting people's thoughts get into your head. That's when overthinking comes in. That's when you start saying, oh God, am I worth it? Am I ever gonna get married? Am I ever gonna get this job? Am I ever gonna get slim? Is anyone gonna ever marry me? And now you've already allowed that space of other people's negative opinions about you to get into your head. Or friendships. Okay, evaluate your friendships. When I'm talking about evaluating your friendships, I'm talking about friends who always seem to always argue a lot. They're just surrounded with negativity. They're always gossiping. They're always, nothing is just positive around them. Do you understand? And like, they always bring drama and negativity in your life. Or for instance, let me say, oh, public speaking. You need to identify if public speaking or presenting in front of people, of a group of people, make you extremely anxious or self what's the word self-critical. This situation triggers fear or inadequacy, you get. Or in a situation whereby, like, you're in a romantic relationship, and if your partner's behavior or certain dynamics in your relationships can cause you stress, like, let me say, when your partner frequently criticizes you, you disregard your feelings. You feel like, I can't do without this person. I have to, bend to his rules. I have to bend to her rules. I can't let this person go because this person is the only one that understands me. Or you're having financial debt or having, like, health issues and symptoms. All of these things can literally get to you, and then you lose yourself. That's why you see a lot of people going 5 years, 10 years without being even productive, without even trying to reach out to the world, without even knowing what the world contains. You get? I need you to know that the first step is by identifying these triggers you can take. Do you understand? Identifying these triggers you can take to manage them and avoid them, thereby protecting your mental peace. I'm telling you, protecting your mental peace. And you need to self-reflect. Ask yourself, how do you feel spending time with those people? Like, do I feel good about myself? Do I feel at my innermost self, like, am I who I am? So you need to ask yourself that question. And you notice that you're getting swallowed by what people are saying, you need to speak to a therapist or someone that is very close I need you guys to understand that you need to keep a journal, engage in mindfulness or meditation. Now, mindfulness and meditation, it's a whole lot of topic itself. And when it comes to practicing mindfulness and meditation to stay present, it's because you're trying to avoid dwelling on negative thoughts or comments from other people. Do you understand? And you need to also limit your exposure. If certain people or environments are consistently being negative, you need to limit your exposure to them, surrounding yourself with positive influences instead. And healthy boundaries is so important. Like, learn to set healthy boundaries. Like, it's so great because if you maintain those boundaries with others, I'm telling you, this means saying no when you are meant to. You shouldn't feel guilty about it. And another thing is, I need you guys to always focus on self-worth. Focus on self-worth, focus on self-care, and build like a strong sense of self-worth. When you value yourself, the opinions of other people will have a less impact in your life. And establish like a daily routine that includes like activities that nurture your mind, your body, your soul, spirit. This can be anything that is relaxing, like reading a book, practicing mindfulness, relaxing birth. And another point I want to give is like cognitive behavioral techniques, like challenging and reframing of negative thought that arise from other people's comments. Do you get? Now I want you to replace them. Sorry, I'm holding the mic in a very wrong way. I want you to replace them and replace them with a more balanced and rational thoughts. Practice positive affirmations. Oh my gosh, this is a very large section in when we're talking about treating yourself better. This is how you treat yourself better. Positive affirmation has become so part of me that I can't even recall when last I heard other people's comments or thoughts about my life ever. So it's so crazy that I had to inculcate that habit to be able to move forward in life, because I knew that if I stayed longer than I was meant to stay, or if I let people get into my space too much, I wouldn't have control of my life. So I had to start practicing that. You understand? And then speak to yourself with kindness and compassion. Like, that is what you need. If you know that you're surrounded with people with negative opinions, negative thoughts about your life, you need to be the light like around the darkness. You need to speak for yourself. Speak light, speak kindness to yourself. Another way to treat yourself properly and not let other people's thought get into the way is disengaging and redirecting. Disengaging and redirecting means when you start noticing that those negative thoughts start invading your mind, you immediately disengage them, redirect your focus to something very positive and productive. You get? Another point I would literally give you, because I just want to make this video very fast. Another point I'm literally going to give you is that engage in activities that will bring you joy, happiness, fulfillment, either hobbies, sports, TV shows. Create an outlet and make time for what you love. Make time for what you love. Anyways, guys, another thing I always tell ladies on here is affirm your values. Affirm your values. Remind yourself of who you are and your values and your belief. Start being true to yourself of who you really are, and regardless of what other things or regardless of what others say, your physical health has a significant impact on your mental well-being. Your physical health has a significant impact on your mental well-being. And when I'm saying that because there are some people that are meant to be presidents. There are some people that are meant to, be the greatest of who they are in their life right now. And all because of one person in their past told them that they were never good enough, told them that whoever comes from their family can never ever be successful. And I want you today to understand that trash that thoughts right now. Whatever someone tells you is a reflection of who they are, not a reflection of who you are as a person. So today, while I'm making this video short, I'm just giving a highlight of how to treat yourself as a better person and how to stop letting other people, because it will kill your dream. It will kill who you are as a person. It will kill whatever potentials you think you had. It's going to kill it. Do you understand? So you need to learn that treating yourself better this way, disengaging, redirecting, affirming your values, all these things would literally make you start. I'm not saying it's gonna change overnight or anything, but these little tips I gave you to be able to treat yourself better, recognizing those triggers, distancing yourself from those people, reflecting on how your family gatherings are. Now you now start asking yourself, how do I, okay, now Naomi, you're saying, oh, when we get to family gatherings, when we get to this, how do we control ideas, or how do we control opinions of other people from getting to us? Let me tell you something. It's daily practice of self-guard and self-worth. When you know your worth, no one is going to tell you anything. When you know who you really are, when your auntie is telling you, oh, you're fat, you need to go and marry. So you're getting to like a 34 or what? You tell them, oh, I'm happy at we, like, you speak up for yourself. Speak up for you. I'm not saying you're going to disrespect them. Please do not disrespect anyone, but speak up for yourself and just literally say that, oh, I'm happy at where I am right now. And it's God is in charge of my life. God is going to be the one to control. God is going to bless me with a husband soon. But thank you, auntie, for being concerned. When they talk about your weight, tell them, oh, thank you, auntie, I'm trying to work on my weight. That way, you wouldn't really overthink, or that way, once you start guarding your spirit, you wouldn't even think that, okay, in your head, you'd be like, oh yeah, at least let them just rest, let them rest their mind. But you know that whatever you're doing is just based on your self-growth, not what other people think about you. Do you understand? You're fat, you're beautiful, and people are going to get married to you. You're slim, you're skinny, and you're going to get that job. Whatever it is, like, that people are saying to you. And like, I've been a victim of this. It's so crazy because I've been a victim of this. And when I started listening to Temcore, Liz Wizard, or I think that's what they call her. When I started listening to those ladies, I started listening to some tech talk shows. I started knowing how to understand who I am as a person. I started realizing, I started reflecting on myself, because you can't tell me that no way, no how you're going to see yourself in, even though you want to say you want to avoid family gatherings, know how the world out there is a harsh world. Do you understand? And people don't know that their comments, like little comments, actually get or affect people in life. And that's why also you also need to be cautious of what you say about people outside. You also need to be cautious of how you comment on other people's things, because you don't know what someone is going through. Do you understand? So you need to refrain from that, and just it's better to keep your comments quiet than destroying someone's future. Do you understand? So guys, I wanted this video to be very, very short. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I also want you to understand that you need to start now. Get a book, journal right now. What are the things people say about me that affects me and make me think less of myself? Write all those things down. What has affected you in your past life, and then learn how to activate every thought and every opinion of other people positively. Learn how to get yourself what's right. Value yourself, because no one is gonna have the same path as you. You are on your own path, And I need you to understand that comparing yourself wouldn't get you anywhere. I'm telling you, because you keep comparing yourself, you're in your bed, lamenting, thinking, oh my gosh, why me? Why not me? Why her? Why is she getting everything? Why can't I be this? That time you're using to lament, that time you're using to compare yourself, that's the time you need to start building who you really are as a person. Anyways, guys, I don't want to extend this video any longer. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My name still remains Naomi Ofredu, and I love you all. Stay happy, stay blessed, and stay consistent. Bye.